So here we are, just back after just taking Vienna here. So position was looking pretty good. Took a few casualties in that battle, but nothing significant. It was a pretty easy battle. So now we kind of have an issue with Prussia over here. They're sieging Hanover, which actually I'm surprised has a pretty decent garrison. I guess I had an army there. I didn't even realize. You know, last turn I forgot that you could go to the list tab and just check all the other armies. I should have done that, but I didn't. And we're marching a field army over here to deal with them, which shouldn't be much of an issue. It looks like only half. Actually, I'm not even sure. I think we could probably take on this army that's besieging us here with that little army. But we can take this province, which would be nice. Then we can connect these two. Have a little shooting off pointing to Berlin. And once we take Berlin, I'm pretty sure we could sue for peace and kind of situate ourselves a little bit better. But yeah, we have the Confederation of the Rhine kind of blocking our middle portion here, so it's kind of nice as France have this little buffer, seeing that they're all allied with us. And that's something I forgot to do last turn. I just remind myself to trade with the minor nations. Crush trade agreement. That'd be a little extra income. I didn't even think of doing that. And that will be a sizable amount of income, seeing that we're trading with like a couple of new nations here now. Yep, back up to the amount of money we're starting out with. So get some troops. Let's see, we probably have enough money to make another field army. We'll just get all these units that we're not really using anything with. Yeah, we'll get Ney over here, a proper army. So 8-pounders. We have 3 8-pounders in the works, a couple infantrymen. Okay, yeah, so we already did that last time. It's just we don't have enough money, but next turn we'll definitely want to start making some trade ships, really get our economy going. So it looks good. Yeah, I'll just sit here. We'll consolidate, get a few troops together, because I don't really know what's over here in Vienna. We might want to take how do you say this? Troil in Brook? I don't know. Well, let's just on our turn and see. Oh, and like I said last time, British are here to blockade us now. It's not going to be great. We could definitely win this. This would be easy. And they have 3 infantry units. Our Fusiliers can definitely hold them. Since we're on the defensive, that hill to the right over here looks like a nice little position to put our cannons and let them come to us. So the AI is not particularly smart, just like in any Total War game, so yeah. Oh, I don't like that too much. Maybe we could take this hill and actually have a better position. Could we get a line of... Yeah, we might want to do that. But we could just sit here and just pound them. Now we'll take the offensive. Oh, but we do have deploy... Well, if we have deployables, it might be better just to sit back. Because then our infantry really
Damn this weather, sir.
Have a major
Wet
advantage.
powder makes misfires a certainty.
Do they have any cav? No, they do, but not enough to make the these things. I forget the spikes or whatever. They do have a little bit of artillery, so that actually might... Well, I kind of forgot how the AI works, but I'm pretty sure they'll be offensive, just because they are attacking. Put these guys on our flank, because they're not particularly reliable. And, fuck it, we'll just give them... Well, it's not big enough to actually cover them, so we'll just give them this. General, sit here. And that looks good. Reserves, we don't really need any, and we can really hit stuff from here, so let's do it. Like I said, the music is still kind of loud sound. Yeah. So we'll see what they're doing over here. They're just moving up, setting up artillery. Start taking up pound pretty soon. What do they have? 6-pounder. So I don't really, they won't really be able to hit too far into our army. Wait. Oh, of course I forgot to set up these cons. Alright, we'll send them. We'll run them back here. That was a bit stupid of me. I don't know. They must be chasing these guys. I don't know. The AI is a bit funny, even Darth mod in this game, to be honest. Oh no, they're coming. So yeah, Darth mod really does add. I like the flags add and everything a little bit more. Just it's kind of not as boring as the standard French flag. I didn't even think of it. It kind of does leave my left flank a little bit open if you look there. I think coming for. I don't have any cavalry to support my flanks, but I think I went into this a little bit overconfident. I didn't really plan out my approach. Start hitting those musketeers. Once we get into combat, I'll set it back down to normal speed so we can start looking at what's going on. They'll be in range pretty soon once they start. Alright. Here we are. All these guys they're not really that useful. More cannon fodder. I'll try to bring them up around the flank, and as these guys hold them in place, we will start to envelop them. Really is beautiful, that smoke though and everything. Just the little touches that Darth mod adds to the game really improve it. So these guys are taking a little pound in here. Already 40 casualties is pretty significant. These guys as well. So what I'll do, I don't know if I want to commit them yet. I want to kind of bloody them up a little bit. But they don't really have that many units support, only these two. So yeah, I'll commit these units now to start the flanking. I'll run them up. So at this point, we're not really too concerned about them being tired. We just want them to lower morale. We're not really expecting these guys to get too many kills. Can I general snipe? Where is their general, actually? Oh, here he is. Yeah, I can definitely start pounding him. We're taking some casualties here. But these are garrison units, so I'm not really, invested in how many casualties they take. So I'm marching them up. You see what I mean here? The enemy troops are just significantly better. We're behind cover and stationary. Like, we got the first shots off, and we're already taking significantly more casualties than the enemy. And that's just the way Total War is. They just have such ridiculous buffs when you play on Legendary. Well, this unit's actually the same. It's not doing too bad. We can definitely move them up here, hit that flank, get out of the cover. So artillery shooting on this guy. Redirect him again just to make sure. What is this guy waiting for? Tell him to halt. Dang, this game, yeah. I fucking hate the. Come on. Start play shooting. The cannons are moving up. They haven't committed their cavalry down. The AI's a bit. And they're just sending their general up, of course, into the middle of battle. Like Alexander the Great or something. That's really good for me. It just, makes the battles a lot easier. You can just wipe out their general. But look, I have a 3-way flank on this one Jaeger unit, and he's just going strong. Yet to break. The morale's sort of ridiculous. Just shooting volley after volley into this unit. Oh, okay, we broke here. We're making a little bit of progress. This unit will definitely rally, but it's good to just get him out of the field so we can take a little ground. And I'm going to go into square here because I don't want this horse to get me. And move up this unit out of the cover just so we can get a couple better shots. Definitely want to take ground and envelop them so they have less and less room to retreat. Let me get more firing angles on them. But yeah, the Prussians are not doing too well. Although, to be fair, they did have a smaller army. And their troops are significantly better than mine. This horse is in the middle of my square, funny enough. The square did not work too well. Yet to kill their general. Move these guys up just so they can really close in this gap.
Our men are running.
That unit is getting decimated from cavalry. Lovely. Alright. We'll see what we can do. The cavalry is really... If you don't have them in square in time, then they can really do some damage. And where these dragoons, yeah, they're a bit heavier. Hopefully this unit will rally. I'll send over my general. See what he can do. Hopefully we'll get a kill off on their generals pretty soon, so we can... yeah, so that unit is rallying. I'll turn my militia around so we can deal with them and start enveloping them again. This unit is getting decimated as well. This actually might turn into a bit of an issue. Let's turn our one unit here and deal with this. It's a bit annoying just how ridiculous the enemy units can be. Well, no, I don't want to do that because enemy unit here, and they don't seem to be doing too bad. The horse unit seems to be breaking pretty soon. Those Jaegers can start shooting on them pretty... We'll have this militia unit pin down that unit there, and with the last of our decent infantry, just continue to close in these gaps. See, are we getting any progress on this general at all? Where is he? What's this unit? That unit rallied. Yeah, actually, he seems to be here, so we're hopefully getting a couple of good shots off on him. I'm surprised we haven't killed him yet. Is this in... We're getting pretty close to 50% casualties on some of these units. I don't know how that infantry is going to go, and then the Jaegers are trying to start firing. Might want to... I'm going to shift over this militia unit, give them a little bit more support, and then white out this one.
Our men are running.
Yeah, just this. I'll probably have to close up this flank now. Well, won't have time. Just put her in box. That unit's going to get torn up. I know I'm not going to lose, but I'm trying to really minimize the amount of casualties I'm having, but again, I went into this flow overconfident. I didn't really plan out my mode of attack very well. Let's get this militia unit over here. Sure up these lines. Is there anybody even here? No, let me really close up here as we can get shots on these flanks and get these units to really rout. Fuck. We killed, like... I'm surprised they hadn't hit the general yet, like, really. Let's start pounding these infantry units then, because if it hasn't happened yet, I don't want to waste more time. Oh, and this unit rallied. Get him over here. I left my general over here. I forgot about that. Set that on auto fire so we can take care of them. The route is just not happening. Get a nice volley off here, hopefully. Brutal.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
It's not the unit. Yeah, see, it's already out of ammunition. This is not a particularly long battle or anything. So it's important to have, you know, reserves ready so you can replace this guy. And this guy will be used now as backup in case of cavalry. He can be used as a bayonet plug or to shore up a line or something. And this is good. They're retreating. I'll start using the artillery to just make sure they don't... I don't have any cavalry to mop up this unit, so I actually might just send up these guys. Because if they get a few grape shot into them, I'm not really that worried. As I would be if it were, you know, my line infantry, which are really the backbone of my army. One thing I will say is a shame about some of the factions in this game is there's really a lack of variety of units. The French and the English have, you know, they have a lot of units to pick from between like all the Scottish units. You can pick them like these Irish brigades or whatever. And France has a really nice selection, but Prussia is kind of lacking. It has one or two unique grenadiers with the Darth mod even on, but it's kind of disappointing that they didn't add more unique, because all the units are kind of the same, because it's you know, Napoleonic warfare, so you can't really mix and match it up that much, but just variety in general will be nicer. And let's just do this because this battle's already been nearly 20 minutes and bloody nothing done. Here we go. Heroic victory, but that's not too hard to hit in this game. Yes, we took nearly about even casualties there, which is a bit disappointing. Even especially since we were on the defensive, but their infantry compared to ours is just significantly better, so not much we can do about that. You just have to defeat them through just crushing the morale. See, the Ottomans are going to do. I'm probably take out that fleet with my fleet, get a bit of experience, maybe capture a ship or two. We'll see. First thing I'm going to want to do, though, is with my income is buy some trade ships, definitely.
There's unused land suitable for farming in this region.
How much is that significantly hurting our trade? That's actually quite a bit. That's 1,000 trade we're losing there, and there's nothing we can do about it because, you know, we don't have a fleet that can... That's why I'm not really planning on expanding on the harbors here, because there's really nothing we can do against those French... I mean the English fleets for a wee bit anyways. Here... I might just auto-resolve this because I have no armies nearby and I don't really feel like sitting through another 20 to 30-minute battle. And, yeah, our casualties weren't too bad. Usually the auto-resolve punishes you in this game, so you have to be careful. Liberate. I probably won't just because it'll give me a direct line to Berlin, then I get extra tax revenue. But there's no tax building here, which is a bit disappointing. The other thing I forgot to do last game was to upgrade my roads. I might do that in Paris, just because that does give you a little bit more wealth and that kind of multiplies. And for our fleet here, let's definitely try to start recruiting these merchant trade ships. Let me see if I can do that over here in Vienna as well. I can. I forgot about our harbor here. Definitely do a trade port. We definitely want our income to be helped quite a bit. Now this is already a trade port. We might make this a dry dock so we can actually build up a navy and hopefully defend our things here from the British fleet. And possibly even we could take a small force and take Gibraltar here. So this army's... Do they already have an artillery unit over here? They actually already have 2, so we only need 2. Start them marching, so... Let me start making a couple... Actually don't have much money yet. French crowns... Nah. We'll leave that. There's not really going to be any units here. I might even send him over to support Napoleon. The only thing is... Do I have a... Actually, I forgot about a spy. Do I have a agent?
This tab lists all your agents, their available movement points, and current status.
That would have been smart of me to put this over here earlier, but of course I didn't bother checking the listing when I should have.
Although all agents...
Yeah, and so I'm going to start putting income into here once my armies are a little bit more set. And I get my trade ships. Once the trade ships are up, the economy should be a little bit more easier. And if you have a strong trade ports, like you have them secured and everything, like you would usually starting off the game as England, because these 4 really nobody's going to touch. I mean, you're kind of set. You're not really going to have too many economic issues. The issues with like Russia and Prussia and Austria, while they're a little bit more interesting to play compared to the France and England, because economically they don't really get access to these trade routes, and so you rely more on tax revenues. So you can't just like you're not really set for the game. You kind of are struggling the whole time, and it makes it a lot more interesting to play. Which, like I said, Prussia is my personal favorite, just because they're surrounded on all sides, a bit like Austria, but just historically Austria doesn't have as cool of an army or anything, in my opinion. And I think that's all we're going to do this turn. Napoleon. Yeah, I might let him sit here another turn. Can you... Well, no. That army's fine. He could... I might... I don't know. What should I... I might actually just try to march on Vienna. And get that out of the way. Maybe they'll sue for peace. And I can get my other army over here. That looks like... Also, now they're blockading Amsterdam. That's good for me. So Prussia is retreating. Oh, there's a full stack here, though. So next turn, I better get my army over to defend Hanover, or goodbye Hanover. There's Spain.
There is unused land suitable for farming in this region.
Alright. What's this for? Recruitment. How much? Allied. So they're kind of... See, if there's an army going to come through here, they'll be blocked through this. So I'm not actually really concerned about getting flanked at the moment. Navally can... Oh, yeah. And Darth mod, of course, they give the naval units huge buffs. Just to make them a little bit more viable in the base game, you know. And nobody's using that one, so that's good for me. That is... How much money is that giving me? It's not giving me anything. Oh, why is this? Ah, because I don't have a trade port set up. That's... Well, I do, actually, so I don't... That's a bit annoying. So I actually have to have this one working in order for me to actually get any benefit from the English. If I repair this, I'm afraid, though, the English are just going to come over, but fuck it, it's only 300, so I'll just try it. Oh, I didn't even realize that. So I'm going to... So why is this one... I guess it's just the closest, but this is way closer. I don't know. I don't get this. How this works. And this is a trade port as well. That honestly is a wee bit annoying. Let me see. Anybody here a coffee? Because now that I have access to these trading posts... You know what? I was really relying on that trade, but now I think I might have to... Taking on the English fleet might actually have to be my #1 objective at the moment. Which I didn't even think about. And they already have a 9 stack here, probably all, you know, at least 50 number guns. I have nothing really to compare with that. I'm going to... So, fuck the trade ships. I'm going to start making... 38 guns are just not all that useful against a massive British fleet like that. Kind of a wee stump here. It's going to take a long time then for me to be able to build up, so we'll focus on Vienna for now then. once this dry dock's up and running, then I'll start making a bigger fleet. But I was really hoping to get that trade income, but I guess I haven't played in France in a while, so I must have forgotten that, you know, they can come up and just start wrecking our trade capabilities. No matter, I'll just keep making trade ships though, because they are not significantly going to hurt my economy. How much are they? Yeah, they're only at 45 income. So once they're there, maybe for a turn or two, I'll get a little bit nice income boost. This army is still over here. Let's get these guys united so we can kind of see what we're dealing with. That's going to be about a half a stack. So if an enemy army does come through here, I'm actually worried because I don't know if there's going to be a whole stack. This doesn't no matter. But yeah, see this variety? Starting off in the game, this is even with half the military barracks that you get quite a few different unit variety here. And you play as Prussia, I mean, you get like 4 or 5 units. You get like the Swiss Line Guard, which a lot of factions get, these black coated ones. I forget what they're called. But it's just a little disappointing that they aren't fleshed out a wee bit more. And we have 3,000 income here. We don't really need to spend it on any armies, so let's get a market up and running. I would rather these not, because I don't really seem that I'm not really worried about the happiness or anything like that. Get this mine. Mines are pretty useful. They 100 Norwegian, and then once you get the bigger ones, they really start to stack up. This army, what we'll do is we'll leave these 2 units here to defend, and we'll march over here. These guys will kind of keep the populace not too unhappy with me. And let's see here. So we'll take this guy out. 6-pounder artillery, again, not that useful. Now we have a full stack here, all line fusiliers of the line. Send this guy back here in case this guy comes back and tries to take this territory. And now we can that's not even a full stack. We can pretty confidently hold off this stack. So, you know, playing as Prussia at this point, just a couple turns into the game, you'd be in a pretty serious situation. The French would have declared war on you. And if you have not historical focus on, Austria probably would have declared war on you, and the Russians probably would have. So, it's actually not going too bad as France. We have no significant invasions going on in our home territory. England's being a little bit annoying, but not too bad. I don't want to... I actually have a harbor up here, a dry dock, so I'll just start... Oh yeah, but it doesn't even give us too many options. I'll have to make a bigger one. So, what? I'm trying to think what to do. I actually might stop construction on this one, because it's not particularly useful for me to have it all the way over here when I move my fleet up, and then I can already build it here. So I think that's what I'll continue with. Napoleon, he waited another turn there. His army's in pretty good shape to march on the enemy. And I usually don't like it, but I don't have a spy near me at the moment. I don't feel like waiting.
Use spies to damage enemy.
See, yeah. So that army's not going to be big enough to really mess with us. So I think we will move on. We should move on Vienna. Now we could take Croatia. Not Croatia. Holy fuck, I can't think of the bloody name for it. I know the name, but right now I'm just not... Is it Croatia? It looks like it, but I thought it had a different name. Pollux. Whatever. No, it's like a real country, isn't that? What? What the fuck? Who cares? Okay, never mind. Okay, we'll move a little bit more forward and see if there's an enemy. There isn't. So that is fresh takings. We'll have another province under our belt. Or we can go straight for Vienna. Because I don't know if we want to risk taking the casualties. No, because I feel like if we go for here, we're not really going to take Vienna for a couple more turns. Because we'll be sitting around. And look. Okay, never mind. There's like 3 field armies here. Napoleon might have taken off a bit more than he could bite. What we could do... Wait for... Is Ney going to be able to get any significant reinforcements? Build attack. He's going to need significantly more troops in order for him to come over here and be useful to the fight. Recruitment. Yeah. Where's the grenadiers? Do we have simple grenadiers? Are these French mariners? Is that what the grenadiers are called? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't say grenadiers or anything. Oh, okay, so this uses platoon firing. So that when I was talking about the other last episode. See? How do we not have any grenadiers? What kind of building do we have here? I probably should actually. Do we have this technology? I don't even think we can research it yet. No, we don't have it yet. Can we not? Does that not give us access to... No, French Mariners are Grenadiers. It takes 2 turns to recruit Grenadiers. That's weird. For Prussia, it's not like that. Well, we don't have time to wait, so... Light infantry... No, I don't want... What are these? Light infantry? I don't want light infantry. Light infantry? Oh, French conscripts. That's useless to us. Alright. We'll just get these guys. They're oh, I can only make 2. Can I make them over here, maybe? So then we can... No. Actually, I can make them here. So, I'm not busy waiting around in fucking Paris. Oh, but I have to fucking repair this thing. Whatever. By the time Ney gets over here, we'll have an okay army, I guess. Napoleon might get attacked next turn, and then we'll definitely have to retreat. So maybe we should have taken Croatia? Is that what you're saying? No. Sort of embarrassing myself here. I can't bloody read. I know an Ottoman fleet moved here last time. Oh, here we go. I'm at war with them, so I will definitely be taking out there. Don't mind if I do. I lost 3 fucking ships. I forgot that the auto-resolving scheme is ridiculous. Oh, no. Well, that was really stupid of me. That was actually very stupid of me. That's gonna... We're not gonna recover... Well... Let's repair these ships. Fucking hell. I would not have attacked that had I known that that would cripple the entire French economy. I'm gonna build a fucking 38 frigate to replace that. Jesus Christ. Send this fucking turn. That was a bad decision of me. Well, that looked like a French army moving through the hills there, so I might actually... Yeah, marching on Vienna might have been a bad idea. Because I could definitely take it. I'm just not going to be able to hold it. Oh, and we're going to be attacked here. I don't think I want to fight this, because me winning this battle is not going to help me in any way. I'm not defending a province. And although I don't think I would lose, I just don't want to take that attrition from the battle. And then, well, and then okay. So I don't think they'll counterattack us. Thankfully, the English didn't do anything, so we'll have that. Maybe get some extra trade income, since our port will be repaired over in Normandy. So Spain, and the other thing with this map is that they could have put a few more regions in Spain or something. Because since it's only, I understand in Empire they only put a few provinces in these countries because they're meant to be more focused on their colonies. But there's no colonies in this game, so I mean, only having Madrid and then 2, for a major, Spain was a pretty big player in the Napoleonic Wars, and they only get 4 provinces, which is kind of Yeah, the same thing with Paris. Like, they could definitely put a city here or 2. It's a little disappointing. England only starts out with 4, I guess, but England's a island nation, so I'm a little more understanding about that. So can we get the fuck out? We definitely can. Napoleon seems to have really good march potential here. And I would prefer for it to let the Austrians come to us, defeat one of their armies, and then counterattack rather than us taking the initiative, because I just don't know what I'm dealing with. I could that looks like 2 armies altogether there, so Or 3 nearly. So I could probably take out 1 or 2, but then by the third one, I'll just have no units left to really contend with them. Alright, let's get our navy. I want to start taking these ports, even though if we don't get them, just even if they don't give us any income, because we don't want any other nations to have them and then have to declare a war in order to get them. Because you see, I'm really bad at manually fighting the naval battles, and auto-resolve was not very kind to us last time we tried that, so I will not be auto-resolving again. It was actually pretty brutal. Okay. And our economy is taken, I think that's just because of the trade, like we're getting a really, let me see. Yeah, we're getting nearly 2 grand from that. That's only a couple ships, so it'd definitely be in our interest to continue. Let's get this dry dock going. I feel like it'd be very important to get our navy online just to protect this harbor right here. This would be very vital to the our economy at the moment. College, definitely want a college up so we can start researching more techs. And Prussia did not attack us, which I kind of forgot about. Probably make a supply post here because I feel like we'll be kind of sitting in Hanover for a little bit, and having that little extra supply each turn that we can get our troop numbers up is going to be pretty useful. Monsieur. It's a decent army. We definitely use a few more troops here, but did they not spawn the 2 units I built? Am I losing it? Where did I thought I built 2 troops. It must have, is it still in? What? Where the fuck did I build these guys? Did I just choose not to? I can't remember actually, and I'm losing it. Well, these guys try. Is that the reason I can't? No, I just. Oh, I don't have bloody money. I was wondering. Do I want to? Is there any enemy armies here? That's what I saw like a little cunt sneaking through here. I thought last time. So that's why I'm not sure if I want to move this guy or yet. Because if this guy, if he's busy here dealing with Berlin, you know what that might be. I might actually not move Ney because I could actually move him here and probably take Prague or something. That might be even more to my benefit than. Because I don't think Napoleon's going to need that much support. Just him being such an amazing general, you know, in the first place, with that even out experience, just it makes him vital. Because the army is just morale is incredible. And you play against him, like if you play as the Austrians against Napoleon, you have a really hard time trying to break their morale. Alright, that looks like it for this turn. We'll see what the Austrians do to the counter. Yeah, there was a stack in there. So if they go to that town, whatever the fuck it's called, in the Alps, it might be a bit of an issue because we can definitely get sandwiched in Venice here. So I might send Ney around to attack them. We'll see. I guess with France, you really dictate a lot more of the initiative than other countries. Like you're not really. You're the aggressor rather, so it's actually it's a lot easier when you play as Prussia, for instance. I mean, you're constantly getting invaded, and you just don't have enough armies to defend all your territories at the beginning. I'm not really struggling that much, even though we're on legendary here as France. And that's not to my. I'm not saying that because I'm just amazing at the game or anything like that. I just mean, like I was saying, France just seems a little bit easier to play than these other countries. And of course, I'm taking a pretty conservative route here. I'm not sending armies over and trying to take Berlin or anything like that. Oh yeah, so yeah, they're fucking our economy over again. Yeah, we lost 2 grand. So we definitely. Is that a full? Is that an army? Oh fuck. Yeah, I was waiting for that, but I didn't think it'd be that quick. So now the tables have turned. I spoke a little too soon. I was saying how easy everything is. Blah, blah, blah. What do I want to do here? I need to... This is not an option. I can't lose this province because the trade income is in... There's 2 grand in taxes there. This army is not going to get there. Well, I need to take out an entire French... So... The other thing is that Paris is even in direct... Yeah, this is what I was talking about. That's why I didn't want to upgrade these provinces, because I knew England was coming with an army. I was just waiting. Yeah. So I'm not going to spend any money investing this time. I need to invest in defense. So let's get some line infantry units. And General Ney over here. Link these 2 units up next turn and then move in for a counterattack. I'll probably lose Brussels, but I will hopefully have it taken back by 2 turns from now. Napoleon's sitting tight. Not too many issues with him. Navy, another trade ship. Let's see where this... Oh! What cunts here? The fucking Spanish. And I cannot go to war with them, because look at the size of that fucking armada. Fuck that. The Ottomans... I fucking hope have those ones, so I'll try going down the line here. Fuck you. You took like one... I don't get why they wouldn't take the one over here, but whatever. The AI is a bit fucking funny. This is a fucking miserable fleet, too. The size of it. This fucking 24-pounder's cannon fodder. It's useless. And these things are not helping us too much either, because they're not actually adding to our trade income, which is awesome. At least our capital's not in fucking danger or anything like that, like it usually would be with, I'm at war with these guys? Why the fuck am I at war with Sicily? That's actually not good. I didn't realize that. Can I request peace? I cannot. Why am I at war with them? Let me see if I can trade Portugal now. Request trade agreement. That's nice. I don't know if these trade do the trade agreements, are they affected by blockading the harbors, I wonder? No, because I'd add a little, that adds like 600, so I don't know. The Ottoman Empire's taking a bit of low land from Russia here. Russia's, whatever, sitting tight. Prussia's not really doing anything in... So my main 2 issues here are England and Austria. Austria is not really... it's not being too aggressive, so... I'm not really too concerned with them. So honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably turn my focus to England, because they're really the ones that are kind of holding my economy back and sending in armies to actually raid and invade my land and try to take my territories. So... it might be smart of me to sit here, build up defenses, you know, let them come to me or whatever, see how that goes, and then, you know, get this fleet over here, really try to build it up and take the fight to England. Which I probably could do easily. I think if I get a ship in harbor, put the troops in the ship, and then get it over in one turn, take England. That'd be it. I doubt that. I doubt I have too many armies ready to go. So that actually is my next course of action. Let's do that. I'm hesitating to throw my navy over, because if this ship like gets sunk or anything, 74 pounders and 100 pounders, that's it. I have no other fleet. But I think I'll just have to risk it, because I just don't know where the English Navy is, so I'm like scared to do anything. Because if they get caught, then that's it. There's just no hope. But what I actually hadn't think about is taking Gibraltar here, because fuck it. I'm gonna make I have enough troops. I doubt how many, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6 units. So as long as I get 6 units, I can probably march a general down here as well, because I'm not using them, so I don't have to spend an extra one. Murat. Yeah, Murat would be good for that, so he can make it down here. Let me... militia 75. So, fuck it, I'm gonna use militia. If I set this... I can take Gibraltar, and then from there I can use this harbor and kind of scout a little bit ahead. That's not too bad. I actually didn't think about that. I could probably... Alright, let me do that. So let's see what this English fleet does to us. I mean, this English army. And it's raiding Brussels at the moment. Oh, so my ally actually took that there. That's pretty helpful. Because there's a nice little buffer. And if they take it back, then you know, I can react to that whenever that happens. As long as I don't go towards Spain, though, I don't think my position is in too much of a tenuous position. Okay, so this English army, where the oh, here it is. That looks like the Duke of Wellington. Well, actually, I don't know. Well, it looks, yeah, Arthur Wesley. So they might become, I think they want Hanover back. Damn, wait, no. Which one was English held? Hanover was historically English held. And we took it, I forget when, or if we took it, or I don't know how we got it, but I'm sure the English didn't just give it to us. This stack, British foot, is definitely just gonna walk right over us. So I will move into Brussels, where I know I can defend. I'll then move these units into Brussels to reinforce, and they have a little bit of experience with them, so their morale will be a little bit higher, which is nice. And that is a full stack. And I'm a little light on cavalry, but to be honest, the cavalry is not particularly as important as it is in other Total War games. As long as you have something to mop up their troops near the end of the battle. Let's repair this harbor, even though, just in case the English don't come back. And I don't know what to do with this. I'll move it over here, because if they take the city, then I guess so what. I don't really, like, it's not really adding that much to my economy. And I can counterattack with this one. But I don't want to, because then Berlin might march on me, so I have this army up here to deal. I just really want to take out this French army, get it off the field. I mean, not French, British army. Bollocks. Well, this guy just earned a fucking 14 million... What? So, how this fucking MLG general... I thought he had like 3 stars last time. Well, fuck it, whatever. I'll not lose any sleep. Alright. And then we will take Gibraltar. A historic battle. I think next turn will be the last turn of this episode. It's quite after that. Well, when we get in contact with this army, and if there's initiating for a battle, then I'll quit and we'll play it for the next part. There's the British Navy. That's what the 1, 2. So that must be 10, 12. There must be 12. And they look like they're all heavy hitters. So now my idea of coming around my fleet and taking out their fleet is kind of ridiculous, because I only have 3 ships equivalent to... It looks like they have 12. They have 4 times... This is not looking good. These 38 ships are a bit of a joke now. It's upgraded. Just upgraded. Look at these tax houses. Will this give me anything useful? No, theater's not really that useful. Yeah, there's kind of... The building in this game is a little lacking. They do have these like kind of side houses. Get this classic university up. I forgot. I'm kind of neglecting my research. And Napoleon is just sitting tight here. He's replenishing. I don't have enough armies to really go for a full assault here, though. A thing, though, I will do is I forgot to get a spy over by Vienna, so I kind of know what I'm dealing with. And after he's done moving, I will end my turn. So the English decided, I don't know what they're doing. Oh, my ally. Okay, so he blowed them up a little bit. That's really good for me. I forgot France has so many allies at the beginning of the game. It's been very helpful thus far. Bollocks. Kind of just cruising along here, to be honest. There's no, France has a really strong position starting the game, which I mean, historically makes... Oh, okay. What's this? An Ottoman 38 pounder. Well, let's see if I can run it on. Keep up cost of these ships around too much, so I don't It's just the initial cost, like 500, so it's kind of devastating. Alright, yeah, just rape me then. That's great. Yeah, thank you. Defeated, of course. Wait, defeat. So how come my unit review? So the ship lived? Add to crew. So I didn't... Okay. Well, no, it died. Okay. That was weird. I don't know why he was giving me the option to look at it.
There is unused land.
Classical education. I didn't even know I was researching that. What does that give me? Wait, classical economics. Oh, classical economics. Okay, that's not 3% wealth. So maybe which one? I don't know. Let's start doing some military techs though, because honestly, we have not been. We want to get this new build. So how do we get this? Do we have to research everything in this line? Fire in advance. Fire in advance is not that useful, so I'm not going to be doing that. 5+ key cost for naval units. No, I don't have that many ships yet. What is this? I don't know. What is this? Guns 32, not particularly useful. Wait. Diamond formation. Again, I don't use that much cavalry. And then, yeah, so industry. I might actually start investing in industry pretty quickly. But, I mean, pretty soon. Plus, so this replacement thing is actually not too bad. I'll start researching that. And I have this extra thing, so public schooling, 10%. So I might actually start investing in that as well. So it's not looking too bad. I said I would end this when I got an engagement with the Duke of Wellington, but he is pretty badly fucked up here. So I might actually be able to curl in here and auto-resolve. I don't want to have to fight this battle because, you know, the battles do get they're a little tedious just because of how long they take. So I usually don't fight them unless I won't win unless I fight it, or it's kind of a defensive battle where I don't want to take too many casualties. Let me see here. Will I fight this? He's half the amount of troops as me. But yeah, I'll do it just because of the Duke of Wellington. The morale will be pretty high, so I feel like I'm going to take a lot of casualties. But yeah, I'll end it there. For the next one, I'll fight this battle, of course. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. All right.